Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a countdown. This is my top 6 roller coasters at Ocean City, Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland is a beach area, and they have a boardwalk with some roller coasters in. They have like a few amusement parks. I have not ridden all of them, but the rest that I have not ridden are basically just kiddie coasters. So I feel like it's a good time to do the countdown now. So let's get started. Number 6 is Super Jet, which is just a kiddie coaster. However, I will say this is probably the most uncomfortable coaster I ever ridden. As you can see in my POV, I was just saying ouch basically the whole time. Like, it just hurt so much. It sucked. I just wanted to get off right as it started. It was a bad day, but at least I got the credit. I mean, it is a portable coaster. As you can see, it does look like a portable coaster. But I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it was just extremely bad. I mean, of all coasters I've ridden, like including major coasters, and this might be the worst coaster ever. Even though it's just a kiddie coaster, probably the worst kiddie coaster ever. Okay, number 5 we have Wacky Worm. This is just another sketchy coaster. However, it was much more comfortable than the Super Jet, so I'll give it that. But still, it's just a kiddie coaster. I didn't like it. It's kind of boring. Doesn't do much. It's nice for the families. It has an okay drop, but I mean, it was definitely. I was expecting it to be pretty rough. It was actually fairly smooth, which kind of surprised me. Okay, number 4 we have Spinning Coaster. This boring piece of crap should not exist. This ride right here, yes, it is a portable coaster, I'm pretty sure, but this ride was just boring. It was so boring and pointless. When I first rode it, I'm like, is that even a roller coaster? That was basically literally what I thought afterwards. Is this ride even a roller coaster? It was just a boring piece of crap that I just wish they do something with it. Maybe expand the ride. I mean, it wasn't too rough. It was actually not that rough. It was kind of smooth, but it was a bit of a rough ride. It was not fun. Basically one of the worst roller coasters ever. Not because it was painful, because it was very boring. Number 3 is a very painful coaster. This is the Looping Star. I was not a fan of this ride at all. The over-shoulder restraints were just obnoxious. They were very bulky. I mean, it wasn't like they weren't really that big, but my head was banging continuously through the transitions. Each time there was a transition, my head would just continuously bang my head. It was absolutely painful. As you can see in the POV, I'm just like, ouch. This ride was not enjoyable. Like, I kept screaming, my head, my head, my head, help me. I was like that. It was not an enjoyable ride at all. One of the worst roller coasters I've ever ridden. I like the setting, how it's like literally next to the ocean, but this ride is just not fun. The view is awesome. I love the view, but it's just not an enjoyable ride. And it's Pinfari, so of course it's going to be bad. Number 2 is Wildcat. This is where we start getting to the enjoyable rides. Number 2 is Wildcat. Now, I went to the water park the day I rode this. I went to the water park basically for almost like the entire afternoon. But then I spared some time and I got out of the water park and I decided to ride this. Just this one coaster. This is one little credit. And I mean, I wasn't really there to like rewrite it all day. I just wanted to do it once just to get the credit. But it was actually a decent ride. I liked about it. It was just nice. It felt like Space Mountain, but outdoors. That's what I'll describe Wildcat as. And no, it's not extremely bumpy like the Wildcat at Hershey Park. You know, I haven't ridden it. but Wildcat was fun. It was decent. It's a Schwarzkopf. And fun fact, this coaster actually used to be located at Cedar Point. So that's a nice, important nostalgia to it. So yeah, so I guess I got a Cedar Point credit. I don't know. But yeah, it's rare to find these rides around now. So I think if you've ridden a ride like this, consider yourself to be lucky in that you have a rare credit. Okay, number 1 is by far my favorite coaster in Ocean City. That is a Tidal Wave, which is just another boomerang. But I mean, it's fun. It's actually a very enjoyable ride. Now, it's probably my least favorite boomerang I've ridden. It's much rougher than the others. It didn't seem as smooth as I was hoping for in the first ride. I was watching one of Taylor's coaster fights between this and the SLC. I heard this. I think I overheard that this ride was glossy smooth, but he said it was glossy smooth compared to the SLC. And I was like, oh, it's gonna shake my head around a little. And yeah, I remember it's shaking my head around pretty much, like a lot. But I was like, that's a little. But then I rode the other boomerangs. I'm like, in 2017, I'm like, those boomerangs are way smoother compared to this. And like, if you're in the fourth car, the lift hill is painful. Like you feel just such a bad rattle. But I mean, this coaster is a lot of fun. Like compared to the others. Like I probably rode this like 20 times when I was most recent at Ocean City. It was an enjoyable ride, and I like this ride. I do like boomerangs. I hate SLCs though, but I do like the boomerangs. And that'll do it for this video. I need to hit up some other piers and stuff. I know like the Jersey piers, especially Maury's piers, maybe Casino Pier, and yeah, some ones in Wildwood. I also like to hit up the ones in California. I think Texas has some. And yeah, that'll do it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe. What are your favorite coasters in Ocean City? Catch y'all next time. Have a theme-tacular day.